beautiful location. It's our first adventure. Take our first few footsteps and follow this trail up towards that little forest, up through there, over to the left side there, and you'll see the trail kind of climbs up over the top of that hill, and then you get to a location that looks down over to Ryder and Bilf, and it's just beautiful, very secluded. So we're going to walk this trail. I got my new walking boots, some lovely warm socks. It was -5, -6 first thing this morning. It's warmed up a bit now. You're probably looking at about 0. You'd be looking at now, I would say. It's not mega cold, but I've wrapped up warm. I've got my essentials. I haven't got anything too crazy. It's not too far from town here, only about 2-3 miles from town. Obviously, I've let my partner know where I am and what time to be expected back, just in case a bear or something gets me. Hopefully there's no bears in this location. We're in rural mid Wales, so wildlife wise we're probably going to see a lot of sheep, but we might see a deer. That'd be nice. I've seen a few in this location before. Possibly, I don't know, we'll see what's about, but this is your first kind of like foray, first adventure with Kev. Yeah, like I say, it's a route I know fairly comfortable. We'll flip the camera around. You can actually see a little hello, my name's Kev, and I'm going to be doing lots of these little adventures throughout the area, little walks and trails that I know. I'm going to try and take this a bit more than just mid Wales. We're going to adventure all over the place, and the premise is I like to watch videos of people in the countryside, campfires, coffees, cooking. Kent Survivalist, Greg Ovens, all those kind of guys, fantastic. And I think what we're looking at with this channel, and what we're going to try and achieve here, is an everyday person like me. No skill set really. I'm going to learn on the fly. Been doing little bits, but nothing too crazy. And the premise being that it's hoping to give people a conduit for relaxation. These videos, I find, are very easy to connect to the people that are doing these videos and the locations. It's, you know, you join them in nature. It's just, I mean, look at this. Is this not just perfection personified? Yeah, so my main objective with this, you know, I'm fast approaching 40, is to create a conduit for people to come together and to chill and to feel safe and comfortable. I watch these videos to get me to sleep. That's what I'm thinking we might do here. A lot of people will be I'm just a little adventure down here. We may as well. A lot of people will probably be watching these videos to chill, relax, comfort. You know, I quite often, I like a lot of writing, and I put videos like this on in the background because they're non-intrusive, they're therapeutic, and that's what I'm aiming for. So we're going to go follow this trail a little bit. I'm looking for somewhere that I can have a coffee, is the plan. It's going to be tough to get anything going today. I'm going to be brutally honest about that. Like I said, I'm not some survivalist expert here. I'm just an everyday guy just looking for a bit of downtime for society. And this, I mean, look at it. It's just perfect, isn't it? That's what I'm hoping we can find here. And if I can get a fire started, we will have a little coffee. I've got a backup location. I'm not coming totally blind. I'm not gonna be, oh gosh, come across some bird there, scared the life out of me. I'm not gonna be 100% dishonest with you, or I'm not gonna be dishonest at all. That's not the sort of guy I am. But I have a backup location that we come to quite regularly. We refer to it as Camp Albert. One of our animals passed away last Christmas. We come up to this location Christmas Day and said farewell to him. So we got Camp Albert as a backup, and I've set up a little fire pit, a little location where I can start a fire there anyway. It's wood that I'm worried about. I've got all my usual fire starting peripherals with me, i.e. a lighter, and I use, I'm a bit of a cheat, I'm not going to lie, I use pipe cleaners and a little bit of recycled newspaper. I run a business that comes across a lot of that as its offshoot of its production. A little stream / brook by here. And it follows this this little trail down through these woods, and I'm gonna carry on walking. I'll bring you back if I come across anything exciting or interesting, or if we deviate off this path. Eventually, I'm only going to scout down here just for curiosity's sake, really. Never been this way before. We are going to go back to the main trail after and head off over to the mountain, as I said. But yeah, I'll bring you back if anything exciting or interesting, or if I just want to talk a bit more. So we're back onto the main trail. Just time constraints, really. I mean, I've got to head to my location. You can see we're still sort of walking on the main trail. It kind of cuts off now in a sec. I've come across a very friendly dog walkers, which you do on this first part of the trail. This main track is quite well used. Not crazy, not hundreds of people, but you do encounter people regularly on it. You're not 100% isolated. But when you start to walk off the trails through the forest, that's when you very rarely encounter anybody else. Starting to get a bit heavier on the breathing, so starting to get that workout going, which is obviously a big part of why we do these. Fitness, health and fitness, even a brisk walk starts to get the blood flowing, and that heart pumping keeps us as fit as we can be with our busy lifestyles we lead, running businesses and families, and you know, we need time. We need this time to unwind. Super important, super important. One of the big motivators for this channel going forward is talking about mental health, particularly within my demographic, because it makes more sense to talk about what you know. And we're very busy, very crazy, hectic lifestyles now. We're coming on the back of the COVID craziness. This was a bit of a sanctuary for us through COVID, very close to our home, so within that 5-mile radius we were allowed to walk for our daily exercise. So massive part of this channel, and what I want to get out of it personally, and what I hope other people get out of it, is just talking about our mental health and awareness to how we feel, and mainly the importance of downtime, a couple hours to yourself to gather your thoughts, to talk, to unwind, to do something you enjoy. And I enjoy this. I love this. I love walking. I love being out in the countryside. I know 99% of the time I take my family with me. It's great, but sometimes you just need time to yourself. Gather your thoughts, recharge, ready for another busy week. The following, you know, it's Sunday today, so the following day starts another busy week. So super important. Oh, it's just beautiful. Just hopefully it's radiating off my face how I feel and how this makes me feel, and how important this is. And it's just a walk in the countryside, man. That's all this is. There's no crazy, ridiculous technique. This is just walking in the countryside. It's madness, isn't it? Yeah, I'll bring you back in a bit. Here we are. We're starting to get to the main juncture off of the trail that goes right the way through. It's where it starts to get a bit more secluded. There's a little one here. This does arc off up over to the left and kind of joins onto the trail I'm going over now, but I rather this other route. As you can see, little streams and brooks everywhere. A lot of rainwater. I have bought fresh water for my coffee, because what you'll find is a lot of these areas around here are farmland, and you don't really want to be drinking water that's drained off farmlands if you can help it. So we have some lovely fresh water for the coffee. I haven't had a coffee today, and I'm a coffee fiend, and I'm hoping we can get a coffee out of this. But as you can see, it is saturated. And what we're finding, and I kind of did anticipate this, I brought a tarp just in case, is you've got all this snow sat on these branches. It's just forming beautiful drops of water. Absolutely beautiful, look. But what happens to that? Gravity kicks in. And that droplet goes whoosh. And that stick is a bit damp. Fingers crossed, I can find something that I can just get a fire going with, just enough to boil a little bit of water. You know, I'm not going to try to cook a 5-course meal here. This is literally just going to be a little bit of heat just to boil my water. Another lovely brook going here. This is normally pretty empty of water, but obviously the meltwater of all this snow we've had, it's coming down now. Another fantastic location. Not too far away from what I call Camp Albert now. We're going to probably have a little scout of Camp Albert before committing to coffee. The trail that I need to follow now goes up here, deviates over to that left hand side, and then steep incline for about 500 meters maybe, and then we start to get to the top of some of these hills. But short term, what we want to do, I'm going to go into my little area here, which we refer to as Camp Albert, show you a few little structures we've built from fallen trees and whatnot. Nothing too crazy. Me and the kids and a friend's kids come here regularly, chill out. So got to be careful with it because it's a bit uneven. But yeah, a few little hangouts we've built just to shelter us from the elements. Mostly sun when we come here through the summertime. My gosh, it gets warm up on these hills. So they're multi-functioning, these little shelters. Stop the sun, stop the rain, stop the wind. And we have endless adventures over in this little area here. Camp Albert. You can see the back end of one of our constructions by there. I'm going to traverse over this little stream. I'm going to go this way today. Normally I'd go over the log, but everything's a bit slippy underfoot at the moment. I've got my waterproofs on, so I can just go straight through. Not very deep. Use a little tree stump here as a bit of extra leverage to traverse. Some of our little shelters in Camp Albert. Here we go. Beautiful location. You can see some of the snow's got through, but I'm confident I might be able to find a little bit of dry wood